Good morning or good afternoon, depending on your location, and welcome to today's webcast. Today we will cover Air Force Instruction 36-128, Pay Setting and Allowances, Table 30 Builds, Remedy Tickets for Air Force Servicing, New Hire Documents to the Electronic OPF, Police Officer Direct Hire Authority, and the realignment of the Air Reserve Technician Servicing. Our webcasts are intended to keep you informed and updated with the latest information so you are fully prepared to provide advisory services to your base. Our continued partnership is absolutely vital to mission success. We encourage you to share this information with your customers. Before I hand the microphone over to today's narrator, Ms. Keena Toby, I once again say welcome and thank you for taking the time to be with us for this webcast. Just a moment, please, while I hand the microphone over to Ms. Keena.
Thank you, Mr. Sorensen. And hello, everyone. My name is Keena Toby. I'm your narrator for today's presentation. Today's webcast is being conducted on the new Department of Defense approved platform, known as Defense Collaboration Services. This new platform has different operating capabilities than Defense Connect line that we used in the past. For each chat box entry is limited to 256 characters. You are still welcome to ask questions using the group box chat function on your monitor. Our subject matter experts will be able to provide answers during this webcast. Should the SME not be available to provide a detailed answer during the webcast, all questions and approved responses will be posted to MyPERS. Typically, approved questions and answers are posted to MyPERS approximately 15 business days after webcast. Okay. The section of today's webcast covers the key features. Go ahead. Okay. Of pay and allowances. Let's go ahead and get started. AFI 36-128 pay and allowances were published on 17 May 2019. This supersedes AFI 36-802, which was published on 1 September 1998, and AFI 36-801, which was published on 22 December 2015. The new AFI is 36-128, Pay Set Allowances. It incorporates the former AFI 36-801, which was uniform for civilian employees. The most significant change involves pay setting for changes to lower grade. A voluntary change to lower grade with no promotion potential now allows the use of existing rate of pay to be slotted in the steps of the lower grade, and the employee would get the higher step, not to exceed step 10. There are two exceptions to this change: a change to lower grade with known promotion potential, or a conversion from a temporary appointment to a higher grade to a permanent appointment at a lower grade. The previous exceptions on pay setting for changes to a lower grade, such as the Developmental Opportunity Program, health issues, hard to fill, centrally managed positions, and etc., they all continue to apply. It also prescribes procedures for approving recruitment and relocation bonuses, retention allowances, and supervisory differentials. It does not apply to the pay systems that are a hybrid or specifically exempt from coverage under the Title V. For example, that's physicians and dentists pay plan, acquisition demonstration project, AF research laboratory demonstration projects, and etc. For more information on pay setting for other systems, please refer to MyPERS Article 9798. Once again, that's MyPERS Article 9798. Pay and compensation knowledge articles can also be obtained on Civilian One Link. You must utilize this guidance when making pay and compensation decisions or when providing guidance on how pay was set. Let's move on to previous AFI 36-208 supplements. MATCHCOM supplements to that see the AFI 36-802 must be reviewed for compliance and currency. Most will no longer be required, since there was also another AFI 36-808 released in late March of 2019, which incorporated Chapter 3 of the AFI 36-802. As well, it included more discussions on overtime, compensatory time, overtime for travel, and overtime for training. If you still find a supplement to the AFI 36-128 and/or AFI 36-808 is needed, MAJCOMs must send a draft to the AFPC DP3-CM workflow inbox for forwarding to the A1 for all AFIs and improvements are subject to labor obligations prior to implementation. Please direct your questions regarding labor obligations to your local civilian personnel offices. Now we're going to switch over into talking about Table 30 builds. This section of today's webcast will cover the information on Table 30 builds and missing organizational reports for payroll system. Okay. On the Table 30 build, the new passcode or org structure IDs need to be built at payroll so that the end process. The local civilian personnel offices complete the Table 30 builds in coordination with the local customer service representatives. During the payroll process, when a Table 30 is missing, a notification is generated and sent to a contact. That point of contact for the DFAS payroll is AFPC/DP3CM. They will report the missing notifications to them, and a sample of the sample is shown on the slide that you're currently looking at. The notifications are sent to the civilian personnel offices for action and will be sent daily until completed or resolved. Multiple notifications for CPOs will be sent at the same time. It is not necessary to respond to the AFPC-DP3CM or to reflow the action, as it will automatically process once the table is built. If you have a new organization and there are no employees assigned to the organization, they will be deleted if no one is attached to the organization within 60 to 90 days. It is possible when the RPA was submitted, the Table 30 was built, but because of time to fill, the organization drops off and the action will reject. Please do not forget to check the new combinations that are built at DFAS, such as realignments, that they include any new activity codes, which are the last four of the passcode. Notifications are not generated from DFAS when the activity code is new, because DFAS does not know where to send the notification. If the action is a 700 action or a 500 action, it is possible the employee would be paid from the previous accounting, but for a brand new employee. But there is a risk that the employee will not be paid at all, so it is very important to get the Table 30 built as soon as possible. Let's proceed to remedy tickets. Remedy tickets are a DFAS tool that DFAS uses to track and process inquiries. It may take several replies or remedy tickets on a single action to resolve an inquiry. However, as the DFAS POC, AFPC DP3CM may assist in getting their inquiry resolved. They have a monthly telecom with DFAS representatives, which lets them know about problems and issues that we are having and may need to intercede to get the issue worked and corrected, and they will let us know how to proceed to resolve those issues. Assistance requests from the civilian personnel offices may be sent directly to the AFPC DP3CM workflow inbox on your screen. For the AFPC DP2I staff, please work the inquiry through your chain of command. Your DP2I chief branches may submit requests to DP3CM workflow inbox. Your request should include a complete history of the situation, as well as all of the remedy ticket numbers, the employee name, and complete verbiage from the tickets with your submissions and their DFAS responses. Now we're getting ready to talk about some new hire documents. This section will cover the information, roles, and responsibility between the Air Force Personnel Center Servicing Staff Specialists and civilian personnel offices for processing personnel actions and transmitting documents to the electronic official personnel folder. There are currently 16,200 documents in USA Staffing New Hire Program pending transmission to the EOPF. The transmission of these documents is critical and ultimately affect the employee's career, benefits, and pay. The roles and responsibilities. AFPC Servicing Staffing Specialists works with Civilian Personnel Office Staffing Specialists and share the responsibility of ensuring all employment documents are properly completed and flowed into the EOPF as part of the onboarding process. The Servicing Staff Specialist issues tentative offers, assigns required pre-employment forms, validates the accuracy of the forms, and ensures all pre-employment requirements have been met prior to issuing a firm job offer or using the SF-50. Civilian personnel offices will ensure all forms are promptly and properly completed. They will coordinate entrance on duty date with AFPC, selectee, and the PCS unit, if applicable, as well as a firm job offer after validation of all assigned roles has occurred. The AFPC servicing specialist will not process the form notification personnel action until the civilian personnel office validates the employee has in process and the forms are completed in USA New Hire Staffing. Concerning the civilian personnel and processing, when the selectee arrives at the civilian personnel office, the appointment affidavit, I-9, and declaration of federal employment are completed and signed once citizenship documents have been validated and E-Verify is completed. The civilian personnel office will enter E-Verify information into the biographic information tab into the new hire record to ensure it populates online. E-Verify completes USA Staffing New Hire is not required for OCONUS overseas areas. Now let's dip into the subject of verifying new hire when they've arrived for duty. The CPS will validate the employee has arrived for duty and all in-processing requirements have been accomplished by the selecting that they verify that the new hire has arrived for duty in USA. Failure to accomplish this step in new hire will prevent the AFPC staffer from transmitting the documents to the EOPF. For internal actions, the AFPC staffer will validate that the new hire arrived for duty and transmit any applicable pre-employment documents. If incorrect documents are identified prior to transmission to EOPF, the CPS will be for correction. Concerning processing the SF-50, once the CPO has completed the in-processing and notified the AFPC staffer that the new hire has arrived for duty, the HR staffer will process the personnel action. AFPC staffer should not HR actions until this is accomplished. After processing the personnel action, AFPC staffers will check Pay 500 to ensure processing errors or rejects did not occur. If errors are identified, contact should be made with the staffing team chief to remedy the errors. Staffers should not flow documents to the EOPF until corrections to processing errors are accomplished. Once they've processed those and all errors are corrected, the validation of the documents. The AFPC staffer will validate all documents and complete that they are ready for transmission after the action has processed correctly. If the action was processed incorrectly, Do not transmit documents until corrections have been accomplished. In the transmittal of the documents, AFPC staffers will select the appropriate form name and queue documents to transmit to the EOPF. The effective date of the form should be the effective date of the personnel action. Validation that documents have transmitted to the EOPF should occur no later than 2 business days after transmission. AFPC staffers should validate and correct any transmission errors that arise in the new hire record. If you should need to cancel any of the queued documents, if an AFPC staffing specialist has documents that need to be canceled due to transmission errors within the USA staffing, you must submit and retransmit to EOPF queue. If you identify errors after the documents have transmitted to the EOPF, you cannot correct or remove the documents that successfully transferred. You must contact your staffing team chief so that a request is submitted to remove. If you should have any further questions or need additional references, please, about flowing the documents, please visit the AFPC 1 link or the closing records out at send us an email at AFPC DP3CR, the inbox. Let's switch subjects and talk about the DOD Temporary Direct Hiring Authority for police officers. This section of today's webcast will cover the Temporary Direct Hiring Authority for Department of Defense police officers. We will discuss the covered positions, DHA implementation instructions, the announcement and assessment process, the appointing authority, expiration date, and associated references. The DOD Temporary Hire for Police Direct Hire for Police Officer allows the Air Force to non-competitively recruit and appoint qualified individuals to GS 0083 positions in the competitive service as permanent, term, or temporary appointments. This new DHA can be used to appoint individuals in the occupational series GS 0083. Police officer series at general schedule grades 5 through 9 or the equivalent. This is done per Title V of the U.S. Code of Federal Regulations, Section 337.203. Public notice is required. The public notice has been posted to the USA Jobs. This DHA is not authorized for use at foreign overseas location. This authority is exempt from the requirements of Title V USC Sections 3309 to 33118, which includes requirements for application of veteran preference and competitive examining. Appointments made under the police officer DHA are subject to the requirements of the Priority Placement Program, Reemployment Priority List, and the Interagency Career Transition Assistance Plan. Some of the recruitment options that the SAF-MR policy dated 27 March 2018 man use of the DHA, EHA, where statutorily available, is in effect for this authority. Hiring managers must first use the DHA unless there is a determination that the traditional hiring process will best meet the needs of the organization. The request for traditional external recruitments for GS 0083 grades 5 to 9 positions must be approved by the appropriate COCOM or MATCHCOM approving authority. Please refer to MyPERS Article 39317 for additional information. Candidates will be assessed against job-related criteria, ensuring candidates have the skills, education, training, and behavioral attributes that provide for successful job performance. When filling vacancies, the Direct Hire Authority, A hiring manager has three options under the DHA process. Number one, the hiring manager can submit a name request. Number two, the hiring manager, in coordination with the Civilian Personnel Section, can request a list of names from the public notice using the request form at MyPERS 24564. Please be aware that this is only a list of candidates and has not been reviewed for qualification or eligibilities. Number three, the hiring manager can request assistance from the AFPC Talent Acquisitions Team. The Talent Acquisitions Team, in concert with hiring managers, will develop recruitment strategies to determine the best course of action to attract skilled candidates for specific vacancies. Talent acquisitions and hiring managers proactively assess position needs and define recruitment solutions, which may include advertising, branding, marketing strategies, and utilization of specialized recruiting cells that strategically compete with the private sector. These marketing strategies may include advertising with external employee sites, such as LinkedIn or Indeed. As civilian personnel sections, commanders, supervisors, and hiring officials make contact with the potential candidates, they should refer them to the AF Civilian Career website. Potential candidates should be advised to use LinkedIn or Indeed and other commercial recruiting applications to create accounts and post resumes, as these are the tools the talent acquisitions consultants will use to search for candidates. For the appointing authority and expiration dates, the appointing authority for this DHA allows competitive service appointments to be made on a permanent term or temporary basis. The legal authorities for these codes for the DHA are listed on your screen. When entering the legal authority codes into DCPDS, only the first three characters are accepted in the corresponding block, which is 5C. The legal authority verbiage must be spelled out in block 5D. In order to document the RPA and provide compliance and accountability for usage of this DHA, place the full legal authority code and legal authority in block 5 of the RPA. The DHA has an expiration date of 2 years from the date of the memorandum, which was 30 September 2021. However, a review will be conducted in 18 months, at which time an extension may be considered. No appointments may be made under this authority after 30 September 2021 unless an extension is granted. For additional references, the memorandum list provides additional information related to the police officer DHA and general utilization of DHA authorities. The Talent Acquisition Article 24747 provides information on the services provided by the team and the link to the form. DHA and DHA metrics is located on MyPERS 39320. Please be aware this is a living document and is continuously updated as other DHAs and series or positions descriptions are amended. Please refer to the matrix on MyPERS or Civilian One link rather than saving the metrics to your desktop to ensure that you are reviewing the most current document. If you have other questions pertaining to the usage of this DHA hiring flexibility, please do not hesitate to submit them to the workflow inbox listed on your slide. Now we're getting ready to cross over into the Air Reserve Technician Servicing Realignments. This portion of the webcast will provide information on the recent realignment of recruitment and placement servicing of Air Reserve Technician positions. ART from Headquarters Air Force Reserve Command and Air Force Reserve Material Command to the ART and Delegated Examining Office teams at HQ AFPC. In addition, the headquarters at AFRC Special Examining Unit workload has moved to AFPC. Finally, to better serve our customers, AFPC instituted other personnel servicing changes within AFPC. Effective 1 October 2019, all Air Reserve Technician recruitment actions previously serviced by the Air Force Materiel Command and the Air Force Reserve Command transitioned to the Air Force Personnel Service Center and are now serviced by the AFPC ART and delegated examining office servicing teams. The Air Force Personnel Center Civilian Recruiting Branch, DP3CR, released a CPS transmittal dated 1 October 2019 notifying the field of this change in personnel servicing of ART positions. Submit requests to fill ART positions to the box listed up on your slide. Concerning the realignment of special examining units, effective 15 October 2019, the special examining unit workload, formerly serviced by Headquarters AFRC at Robins Air Force Base, transitioned to the AFPC Delegated Examining Office. The Special Examining Unit was responsible for recruitment for both Air Force enlisted and Officer Reserve Technician positions. Concerning the realignment of other personnel servicing, it was effective 15 October 2019. Purchasing for Alaska Installations, Air National Guard, and Air Force Special Operations Command were realigned to the functioning staffing teams at AFPC. The AFPC functional staffing service teams are listed on this slide for your review. For reference, you may reference the CPS transmittal notifying the field of this servicing assignment changes. It's posted on my link, which is listed on the slide that you are currently reviewing. If the link does not work, please review my Person Knowledge Article 44787 or review the Civilian One link site. If you have any questions about the changes in personnel service assignments covered in this portion of the webcast, please submit them to AFPC Civilian Recruiting Branch via the workflow inbox listed on the slide. If you have any other questions pertaining to the usage of this Air Force Reserve Technician servicing, please do not hesitate to submit them to the workflow mailbox address listed on the slide. I'd like to thank you for your participation today, and know that please inform you that the slides and question and answer from today's webcast will be posted at DP3C Civilian Staffing Recruiting Force Management One link once they have been finalized. This will conclude our webcast. Thank you for your participation today, and as always, we welcome your feedback so that we may know how to better service you. Please respond to the poll question before you log off, and have a fantastic Air Force Day. Thank you.